Hey there, how you doing? Charlie Winters here with selections for Saturday, the 15th of October. But first, a quick recap. Well, I thought at one point we're going to be retiring from work. I thought the first horse should have won at 25 to 1. Was it Espirito? I took 16 to 1 on two of the horses that actually drifted to 50s, but I think they were backed in slightly. And for the day, we staked £29, a fantastic return of 65. Or any of you that could have got the 50 to 1 I'm more, you know the horses anyway. Just all you got to do is look at Friday's bet. It could have been very tasty for some of you. There's not been too many comments, but I appreciate the comments that have been put there. I just hope you've done all very well out of it. On to Saturday selections. What I've gone for Ascot and Catterick. Once again, I'm following the same kind of system where the ground is getting worse. I'm looking for soft ground, heavy ground performers, horses that have ran in the races before, draw buyers, which is at Catterick. In my honest opinion, it doesn't really matter too much, but you've got to be towards the pace. I think a lot of it will be who can bag the stand side first. In all the races, it doesn't actually matter because some of the long distance races. So I think racing prominently could help. But let's get straight into it. So I'm not going to detail into each horse, not at all. Otherwise, I'll be here all day. Also, the final selections in the bet, I'll be going to my Skybet account. But just because I'm showing you in Word doesn't mean I haven't put the bets on. You'll see in a minute that I've put every single bet on. It's just that I've had to try and format it to make it look a bit easier to understand because Skybet don't help because if you have singles, doubles and trebles or something like that, they seem to spread it out amongst different pages. So let me get into it. I'm going to go into the forecast and tricasts. I know you're not all going to want these, but I'm going to give you them in this order. So let's get straight into it. So the 2 o'clock at Ascot, a 25p combination forecast and a 25p combination tricast, totaling £3. Art Power, King's Lynn and Fresh. In the 2:40 at Ascot, a 25p combination forecast and a 25p combination tricast, totaling £3. Very Elegant, Emily Dixon and Albaflora. In the 3:15 at Catterick, a 50p reverse forecast, Ventura Flame and the Thin Blue Line. The same race, 50p each way singles. The same two horses, Ventura Flame and the Thin Blue Line. In the 4:40 at Ascot, 25p combination forecast and a 25p combination tricast, totaling £3. Stormy Antarctic at Johan and Symbolise. So the main bet of the day is a 10p each way Heinz. The same selections, a 10p each way doubles, 10p each way trebles. The first selection, basically, I've taken all the prices. This is merely so you've got the option of cashing out on the Heinz. In future, I don't think I will be taking any of the prices, even if I think they're good value, because they're so volatile. And some of the prices where I think I've took value, like the ones on Friday, I thought I got value at 2.16 to 1 chances. I thought I was stealing money, and they both drifted to 50s. So it's like, yeah. So 2 o'clock at Ascot, I've gone for Fresh at 40 to 1. In the 2:40 at Ascot, I've gone for Albaflora at 25 to 1. In the 3:20 at Ascot, I've gone for the Revenant at 5 to 1. If there are those of you out there that like just one horse to back, the tip would be Revenant. I think there are question marks over the front two regarding distance and ground. Revenant loves both, and I think it's got an amazing chance. Even if it comes in the first 3, as long as there's no non-runners, comes in the first 3 and you back it each way, and it only comes second or third, you will get your money back. As long as there's no non-runners, obviously. So the 4th selection is 3:50 at Catterick, Glory Fighter at 9 to 1. In the 4:25 at Catterick, Set Point at 16 to 1. And in the 440 at Catterick, sorry, no, it isn't Catterick. In the 440 at Ascot, got all the mod cons here, look. There you go, live as we go. 440 at Ascot. You'd have never noticed I made a difference. Made a mistake. The 440 at Ascot, Johan at 18 to 1. So let's get into the football bet, but I've still got an outstanding horse racing bet, and it's the doubles and trebles bet like I had on Friday. So the football bet, I call it goals, goals, goals. Basically, it's £15 normally, but I just got rid of the oddman, so I've had a £2.32 treble on the over 4.5. So let's get into it. So goals, goals, goals. Basically, you want absolute carnage in these matches by having loads of goals. So I've had £10 over 2.5 goals treble, a £3 over 3.5 goals treble, and a £2.32 over 4.5 goals treble, which would normally be a £2 over 4.5 goals treble. The Port Vale v Forest Green match, the Ipswich versus Lincoln City match, and the Middlesbrough versus Blackburn matches. And finally, I'm going to go back to my Skybet account for this, just to show you rather than... So I've showed you the stakes because it's just easier this way. So I think it's a total stake on this bet of £20. I think it's or £19.98. It's 20 pence each way doubles and 17 pence each way trebles. So now let's get into the Skybet account. So there you go. These are the 20 pence each way doubles. And as I mentioned, the 17 pence each way triples. It's the same horses, so I'm just going to show you the each way doubles. So in the 2 o'clock at Ascot, I've chosen 3 horses, all generally low numbers. Art Power, Fresh, and King's Lynn. And as you can see, I've left them to SP. In the 240 at Ascot, I've gone for Very Elegant, Emily Dixon, and Alba Flora. And don't forget, I'm taking advantage of the extra place races, so I recommend it with Skybet. And finally, the 440 at Ascot, paying 6 places instead of 4, is Johan, Stormy Antarctic, and Symbolise. So that is all the selections for Saturday. If you don't normally stake as much as that, decide what bet you want and what stakes you want. But those are all my selections for Saturday. So if you would like a bit more detail on the individual selections, why I've chosen them, feel free to ask a question in the comments. Otherwise, if I talk about each horse individually, I'll be here all day. I've been here for 8 minutes already. So if you can give me a like or subscribe, there's a good chance that the vast majority won't even be here on 8 minutes, 13 seconds. If you are, give me a like and even a subscribe. That'd be great. So fingers crossed for Saturday. It's a bumper day on what is only, in my opinion, 2 decent race meetings, Catterick and Ascot. So the very best of luck. Charlie Winters, over and out. Cheers, mate.